So, Dragon Ball Daima episode 10. Now, in this episode, I actually did not expect to get so much lore in this episode. It was actually quite surprising. And even Majin Q. I actually thought that Majin Q was going to be the final villain of this series, but turns out he might not be because when he challenges Tagami 1, he loses miserably. He stood no chance against him. And I remember reading on X, and a lot of fans predicted is that because he has a wacky design to him, he might be just a jobber. Because usually when you get on Akira Toriyama designs this type of characters, when they got a wacky look to them, it's usually used for comedic purposes, or they're going to be a jobber for somebody else. Like Majin Q does not pose a threat to Goku and Vegeta. He's too weak for them. He's not going to pose any challenge to them. But I think what might happen is that another villain is either going to be introduced or an existing villain that's going to come along, where he's going to either obliterate Majin Q or something's going to happen that's going to pose a threat. But Majin Q, yeah, he's clearly a jobber. Unless he gets a power boost later on, who knows? But as of right now, he seems just to be a jobber. So as that fight is happening, Goku and his team, they enter the second demon realm. And as soon as they enter, they basically get attacked there by the royal guard, right? I can never remember their names, but it starts with G. It's a long way. I always forget it. But yeah, they get attacked. But obviously, Goku jumps out of the ship. He makes quick work of them. After that, they almost got eaten by a kraken, almost, and they almost lost the Dragon Ball. And Pansy almost died. So yeah, as soon as they enter, they got into all sorts of trouble. Now, after all that, they go to this planet, and this planet is actually the original where the Namekians originate from. So when they arrive at this planet looks exactly like planet Namek, right? So this is where the Namekians are originally from. And yeah, so it pretty much looks exactly like planet Namek, the same plant life and everything. I noticed actually in the background that there's some Namekian buildings there, but they've all like run down and nobody lives there anymore. So yeah, we actually get some more lore on the Namekians. So Vegeta's team, they actually catch up to them on this planet. And now, I did not actually expect this, but we got even more lore. Now, this next what's revealed to us is actually the way the universe actually works and what's behind it all. So we actually get a whole backstory of the gods here. Because what happens here is that Bulma asks the Supreme Kai, like, where you come from and how does it all work? Because you were born from a tree, right? So then the Supreme Kai goes into the whole backstory of how the universe was created in Dragon Ball and how all the gods work. And what's revealed here is that it looks like Zeno might not be the highest god. He might be related to them, but it looks like there's another race of gods that's even above Zeno. That's what it appears to be, at least to me, because we get a whole backstory on these like gods that basically they created the multiverse, and then they created different races from themselves, and yeah, and all that stuff. So we'll get a huge backstory, which I did not expect this at all. But I really hope that in the future, this gets expanded upon, because this is getting actually very interesting with his backstory. So I really want to find out all this information now, because we got introduced to way more lore now in the Dragon Ball universe. And I hope we're getting to more of it. But hopefully we're going to get to that in the future. Like probably even in Dragon Ball Super. But we're going to have to wait and see. So as they're about to take off so they can fight Togoma 2, that old Namekian appears and he starts walking towards it. Okay, I think his name is Nemi. So he starts walking towards their ship, and that's the way the episode ends. So overall, I liked the episode. We definitely got a lot more lore, which I did enjoy. So yeah, good episode. I liked it. Yeah, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section below. That's enough from me. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.